Welcome to Salt Lake City, where the mighty Utah student section is ready to turn this place into a cauldron of noise. Rice-Eccles Stadium, home to the Utah Utes. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Cornhuskers will put toe together and we'll get started.
I forgot to do that shot. There's a head reach back there. Oh, you wasn't trying to let. You thought Tyreek Hill was back there. You wasn't trying to let him touch that ball anyway.
The drum, bang, bang, bang. Let's play with shapes. Fill each colorful shape with the green heart.
Come on, Tyreek. Got it. 4 touchdowns, 200-yard minimum.
Offense set on first down. Quarterback checking the play. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side.
Zero.
Inside the 30. Hit the gas kid wide over the head. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The Utes are in the hurry-up. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver.
And getting rid of his touchdown since you travel around.
Then they strike first. PAT unit on the field. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early.
Already fucked up.
Trying to find his man on first down. Quarterback moving.
I did play you before, bro. I played you in the playoffs. Remember that number 15 quarterback? We stripped his ass, made him fumble. I remember.
This ain't the first matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are.
And the intensity
is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, makes the
catch down the right side. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy that's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Utah offense turns ready to go back on the attack. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't...
He's going to let one fly down the middle.
Thanks.
And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. From the gun, the ground game. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run the toss. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They'll keep it on the ground. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska's had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
They'll give it to him again. Just plowing ahead. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. When you're starting like that, now what opens up? Play act.
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got 1 pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me one, too.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Wide out in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Looks as if he's going to run it.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Feeling the heat as he lets it go.
Come on, bro. Like, what the
Touchdown, Nebraska.
They didn't even let me click on the man. Go straight dive on the ground. What the fuck is that?
Being able to deliver strikes like that for touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, man, it is hard to find QBs like that. This offense has one.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer.
Oh, I'm pressing square to fucking SWAT.
Play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays
makes
to get
sense.
the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Utah 14, Nebraska 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But, maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. At the 45, on his way.
What the
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts
down the
that they will
field.
take
I
the
some
penalty.
got there in that legal blocking like that.
The Utes are rolling down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, these 4-3 defensive ends that can get pressure on quarterbacks, they get paid a lot of money in the National Football League, and that's why. When you can get out of your stance and win it around the edge to get to the QB, not many guys do it as well as that.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Eighth play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
And the Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it.
It's a touchdown.
The big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. The back goes in motion. They keep attacking through the air. Got his man quickly. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Pushes toward the goal line. Touchdown, Utes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. On to attempt to try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side.
Okay.
For the big catch. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
While the ball is in the air.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. He wants to throw. Trying to get to him. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for
I didn't see that.
Draws.
On the move is the 30. And he breaks into the open. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Huskers.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Coastal Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there on the surf turf in Conway. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Pulls and throws out the RPO. Oh, the ball squirts out. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, ball and put it away. The play's not over. And give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Snags it over the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Plays like that with just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
They'll run it from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Afterburners coming. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Calls his own number. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grand.
Shit, man, I ain't even get the fucking chance.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time.
Should've
3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to go up top on first down. Throwing right. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
He runs out of bounds at the 49. That's a first down.
Running out of time here in the first half.
Lights
They're going to
off.
have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll come out throwing on first down. Sends it downfield. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
He wants it all.
This is the fuck.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Hold it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Man, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a one-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Utes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
To the air on first down. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the field.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Intercepted. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
They'll put the tight end in motion.
I was trying to safety.
Crosses the 45. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And now on first down after converting with the run. He's going to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Huskers headed quickly to the line. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, Nebraska! They take the lead with the 6. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy is becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Coastal Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there on the surf turf in Conway, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Florida State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that. Can anyone catch him? The 40, the 30, running inside the 20. Touchdown, Utah! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way. 25, it's a nice number.
That's why you're on the screen. Let me see who you is. Just comment your team, bro. Let's see who bitch.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field.
Yes.
From the gun, the running back has it. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Going up top on first down. Pressure coming. Still looking. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
on 3rd and long. He's going to have to throw for it.
Oh, yeah. Bad read. That's the worst one you could have. You had the first down, brother. Had an easy first down. He beat my man across the middle. He's being greedy.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They were licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to throw and catch.
This could be a major turning point in this game, going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, looking to pass. They're trying to get to it.
That shit,
and that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one deep. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ready to go back to work on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here.
He's going to let one fly down the middle.
Doing too much, bro. Niggas open right in front of your face.
Can't find his own player.
Keep going for that deep ball. Kill you every time, bro. Take what I'm giving you. Watch the ball downfield. You're only down about 10.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
There's a very high standard and a high bar when you're playing defense at Nebraska. You always hear people talk about the black
He getting through
This guy
his
right
big
here,
ass.
he fits into that
He
because of his speed. You saw on that blitz, they had no shot of blocking him. He's able to get home to the quarterback to come up with a massive sack.
The play action fake. And he ends up taking a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
In a short yardage situation like that, 2nd and inches, everybody in this stadium thought they were going to run the football. They decided to take a shot, just couldn't come up with it.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. There he goes to the right. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Huskers.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's going to take off. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
3rd down coming up.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he's got it! Touchdown, Utah!
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field and getting the big touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. It's good. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Thank you.
Nebraska 38.
He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking to buy time. He'll throw it.
Bro, swap that
the
back.
marker. It's
They
Vasquez.
playing with you, bro.
Dragged down to the
Do that
turf,
big, right?
but not before getting the first down.
Right.
These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what holes go through. The line blocks through a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Just feeds the running back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing in the second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down marker.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal.
Oh, we had him.
On the ground after he gets enough
That
to
jump
move
cut
the
was.
sticks.
Well, they came into this
Saved
game
his
today
life.
knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Barrels ahead. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. From the gun, wants to pass.
That's the wide open in the
Ball
corner.
into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's
I'm at
brought
that
down
wide
after
open.
the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
They got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense have had some bright moments, but they've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass.
But
Trying to get behind the defense.
Damn.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
One time he finally made the right read.
You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
Offense getting set for 1st down. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This nigga got wear and tear hot, still beat Michelle Dolphins.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got his man on the right. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to find his man on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
And the Utes inside the final minute trying to wind this clock to 0. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. On second down, he'll fire. He's got it. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
Now from inside the red zone. Gets it out quickly. Spin, still running. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock, and it will be your friend. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown, it is a dagger in this game. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yeah, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on, a lot of times, when your team's better, to do the same thing, to return the favor. Make him forget that.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some heat. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll throw it on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he throws another interception. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity, and you start